So data science is actually statistics only coming in another name. So it's something which I have been teaching for several years, but now they have put it into a new name and come up, and different people. So every once in a while, so Six Sigma. So I am also offering an elective called Six Sigma for PG students. So that is, again, it is actually repackaging of old techniques into a new bottle. So that is Six Sigma. So industry and all, there's a lot of interest in that. So for PG, I'm offering that course in the event semester. So those who are interested can take that. I think so many people have taken previously, and afterwards they have informed that it was very useful. So later they attended Six Sigma Black Belt training programs in industry and all, and said that was nothing compared to the course which I took. Okay, so that is about historical data. So what are the problems with analysis of historical data? The first problem is that correlation not equal to causation. So just because if you plot a graph between liquor sales and the number of trees, you get a straight line, does not mean that one is the cause of the other. So this is the black patch is on such correlation does not mean that is all help us statistics. What is the probability of that happening again? We have to calculate. And then we can say, okay, in future it is likely to happen this percentage of the time, etc. Then the problem of correlated factors also we have discussed. So why syrup plus sugar mixed in water is very tasty. So we have seen the examples of Kashyap, so who studied in government school and race coaching and got admission to NIT, or he got admission in, he got rank in Kerala engineering entrance, 6th rank. But so what is it due to? So both people are claiming credit. So similarly, alternative medicine. So always herbal medicine is given along with modern medicine. And if the patient says is saved, herbal medicine people will claim, because of our medicine, he was saved. So lack of randomization. So I told my personal experience. So a friend of mine had purchased a new bike, and initially he was using the speed petrol, and he was monitoring the mileage. So after 1 month, he had to start repaying the loan he took for buying the bike. So he was finding a little financial difficulty. So he thought, why should I buy this costly petrol? Can I not do the ordinary petrol and try? So first month he used only speed petrol. He monitored the mileage. Second month he used ordinary petrol and monitored the mileage. And he found that the yield was better in the second month. So he was very much surprised. So he said these people are cheating. The oil companies are cheating the people. So at that time, this Consumer Protection Forum had just come into picture. Now, of course, everybody is aware. So he wanted to file a case. So he came to me with writing a big, and he wanted help in writing that petition to the Consumer Protection Forum. Then I said, okay, see, your first month you have used speed petrol, second month you have used ordinary petrol, and you got better mileage. Can that be due to some other effect? See, the new bike, initially the parts and all will be tight, but after certain running in, parts become smooth. So that may be the reason why the mileage has improved the second month. So what is the problem with your experiment? So you are not done in random order. You have done the age of the bike and the petrol type, both are mixed up. So the lack of randomization has led to bias in your experimentation. So we should carry out experiments in random order. Okay, for example, you remember the lady tasting tea problem. Okay, so if you want to identify whether the lady can really taste whether milk was poured into the tea or tea was poured into the milk. So can we present all the cups of in one order? Definitely no. So you have to present in random order. Then only we can judge. So similarly, experiments should be conducted in random order to avoid bias with any other variable. So here the age of the bike is a uncontrolled variable which affects the result. So the next problem is tight control of factors. So many times the factors under tight control, especially industry, in data science, when we collect a lot of data. So many of the variables are under tight control. So like the dogs on a leash. So a person wanted to test whether the dog will bite or not. So dogs are on a leash. So what? Okay, I'll throw some stones and try. So I shouted at the dog. No, dog barked back but did not bite. Then I threw some stones. Because the dog is under leash now, but still I threw some stones. The dog started barking more, but it did not bite. So I concluded that the dog will not bite. So I untied the leash, and then what happened? You can guess. So if your variables, the selected values, are not sufficient for an effect on the response, then you may get incorrect conclusions. For example, if you heat a stainless steel spoon from 50 degrees to 100 degrees Celsius, and you say that you don't find any change in the steel, and you'll say that, okay, stainless steel does not melt. Okay, stainless steel does not melt within 50 to 100 degrees Celsius. So the levels are important. So if you heat to 1000 degrees Celsius or 2000 degrees Celsius, definitely stainless steel will melt. So you have to verify so the results are valid only for the chosen level of the variable. So if factors under tight control, you may get that a factor has no effect, but it may not be true. So if you increase the level of the factor, you may get some response. So again, a personal incident. So some time back at NIT hostel, so the wardens conducted a raid, and from one bottle, liquor bottles were captured. So we called the parents of the student. So of the person to whom the room was issued. So his parents came. So his father came and told, no, I am sure my son will not drink. We are surprised. Why? You have caught this bottle? No. That is, I know him very well. I know him from childhood onwards. I mean, from birth onwards. So, and last 5th standard onwards, every morning I take him to school. Evening I bring him back. And last 2 years, after school, we'll go to coaching center. And then night, 8 o'clock only, we come back. So I know the behavior of my son. I am sure he'll definitely not drink. So you can see under what conditions of tight control he is in. So when he's monitored 24 hours by his father, then of course he may behave very well. But in the hostel, what control is there? He can come and go at any time. He can buy anything anytime. So the response of a person under tight control and when the controls are released may be different. Okay, so that is the problem of tight controller factors. Similarly, incomplete data. Many times people do not record the variables, the values of certain variables in case of past data. And sometimes they are incorrectly recorded. Once I had a company invited me to analyze some data. They sent me a big Excel file. I said, please analyze this data and tell us how to optimize our process. I said, I would like to see the process to understand how the factors and all are there. So it was a company in Ernakulam. So I went there and visited the factory, and the manager took me throughout the factory. And one place, he said, see, this the pH of the process is very important. So here we are measuring the pH. And here, see, these are all recorded. It's a special process according to ISO 9000. All the values of the pH is recorded here. Okay, so I would like to see how a reading is taken. So I am interested in pH measurements. So, okay, let us see. So he asked, okay, so operator, please show him how to take the reading. So then the operator became red-faced. So sorry, sir, there is a problem with the equipment. It is not reading. It is out of order. It's a digital, it is a display. There is no display now. But then you have recorded all the readings here. Sir, this is ISO 9000, sir. So if it is not, this is a special process. If temperature is not recorded, then there will be NCR, non-conformity report will be raised by internal auditors or external auditors. So I have written the values. So the manager became red-faced. So he said, okay, I'll discuss later. Okay, so that is the problem with past data. So because of all these reasons, historical data is never as good as an experimental program. So experimental program is always better because you can see what has happened. So you can rely on the data. Whereas somebody else gives you some data, we can never rely on that. So that is the problem with past data. So improper experiments can have all the above problems. So these problems are there, not there only for past data, for improperly planned experiments. If you don't plan your experiment properly, if you don't carry out your experiment in random order, etc., you can get different or in with generally Indian science, people say our experimentation quality is very poor. So the solution is proper experimental design, proper experimental planning. You have to plan your experiments. So now we'll see some examples of designed experiment. How do you carry out a designed experiment? So a chemical